Hi, fellow dragons. Give me just a moment to double check to make sure OBS is actually doing what I told it to. Okay, good. Oh crap, I forgot to get myself a drink. Hold on. I'm sorry, fellow dragons. Work has been making me sick. It's not even really work that's making me sick. It's all of everything. So give me a moment. I'm not even gonna pause the recording. Oof. Alright, well. Alright. Sorry about that, fellow dragons. I needed caffeine. I don't feel good. You hear the kitty? Let's move him close to the microphone so you can hear him better. Now he's on the lap like a good little fluffy man. Oh, except for claws are in an unprotected lap. Hold on. There we go. Okay, yeah, your claw's stuck in my shirt. Hold on. I know. They need a slight claw trimmy. We need to trim them a little so that you don't get stuck on things. Alright, there we go. Now my lap is protected from your little needles. What? Why are you staring? Okay, be careful. Don't rub your face on the microphone. I know it's right there, but... Okay, good. That he prefers my hand for face rub to microphone. Alright, so we're gonna continue where we left off. I don't remember. Okay, sorry we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me, what? Is it possible for us to work here? Whoa, why? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned. We learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers. That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you can finally get the job, if you get it at all. Let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, I will give you the cup to give to the customer. Understood? There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come for a drink or work or read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people will want to be left alone or not? Well, to start with, let's take one of my regulars, for example. In fact, two separate regulars as an example. Freya, talk to her all you want, unless she's in the middle of writing. She likes the social interaction and the gossip and all that shit. Unless she will tell you when she doesn't want interaction. Meanwhile, leave Myrtle the fuck alone. She's just... If she wants to interact with you, she will initiate the interaction, and usually it will not be much. Just, when in doubt, assume that they're gonna initiate the interaction first and wait. Don't bother people unless they interact first. Just when in doubt, don't bother. Except the game says that won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs. Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though. To help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. So you don't really need... Though you don't really need more differentiation. But, it'll make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Welcome. Wow. What the hell hell's happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Cyrus, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. Never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil's just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there is anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write about an article about your work here. Freya? If I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. Sorry, need water. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. Chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well? If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It actually is on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Well, if it's gonna be Neil's favorite, then let me just remind myself. Specially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today I might have an idea why. So how far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity in my blood. I just gave you a cup of warm milk. That sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil? Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Not to mention, you're only dealing with one of the many languages on this planet. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard numbers of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it'd be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside of the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yup. Earthlings seem to have a fascination with things that are hard to understand. From language... Oh wait, no. That was Neil saying things. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still a thing. So it is a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound like you at all, Neil. Guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Oh no. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. Is Myrtle gonna nope? I don't... Like, I've watched another YouTuber play this once, so I know the plot, but it's been long enough that I don't remember. Like, I remember bits and pieces. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil. Some people come to have coffee to just sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us. I was just training Neil into how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, it's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. She's making fun of you, dumbass. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know that you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... She's here. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but, what is this? What is happening here? I Larry told the barista to call cops when he said he was going to be here. Where is Cyrus? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm right here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been too surprised to see me here. Give me a second, fellow dragons. I gotta clean my glasses. I have this problem. Technically, it's a series of problems. One of which is entirely my own damn fault. The other is the fault of time. My water heater's broken. It's been broken since, at time of recording, it's March. Mid to end of March. It's been broken since, end of December, start of January, approximately, before the job limbo debacle. So, yeah, because of my sensory issues and, all of my, recent health issues, taking a cold shower is a bad idea, so I've been taking an alternative shower, which is just, putting a damp washcloth in the microwave and using that to clean myself. And then repeating as many times as needed. However, I can't do that with my hair. And as long as my entire body isn't getting wet, I should be fine, although I do have a lot of hair. So the only way I can wash my hair is in the sink. Depression hit from the job limbo problem, making dishes hard to do, so I have not been able to get enough dishes done to get the sink clear enough to properly wash my hair in a month and a half at this point. So my hair is fairly greasy at the moment and gross. I need to do enough dishes to have the sink clear enough that I can wash my hair, and even that's difficult without help. But the problem is, my bangs keep falling and hitting my glasses, and if they do that twice, they are smudged enough that I can't see. And that didn't clean it well enough. Great. Good enough. Okay then. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. Excuse me? You don't have to tell me that if you don't want to. I'm sorry I drank that water too fast earlier. And I burp when I'm anxious. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here's the deal. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Cyrus. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. Oh, you're gonna have other languages to deal with, man. Désolé. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after? Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? Yes, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I am doing it on purpose. Because I think it's funny. According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby had to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell. That sounds like the best plan you've had since you've got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to the spot behind the counter. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing, we're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Ah, yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But wait, if you want to thank her directly, does that mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya? What? Should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? You realize those two words sound exactly the same when said verbally, right? How are you able to see my text bubble? Slip the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How'd you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game. There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix. But players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? Depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI, UX. Must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It sure removes some weight from my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. If I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know? After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know? Some of them are better than others. But it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about him in front of other people. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that Sherry's carrying you know. Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. It's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. Sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Well, it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. Working on the same thing. Been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do, don't seem to appreciate it at all. Fuckers. I thought that Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So, what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under friend-DA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others when they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks are considered the 7 samurai. Guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess? That's like 4 years ago! Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yes, that's why I want to go punch through bosses for you, but I know that's not gonna help. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You'll take tomorrow, the day after, and another day off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will. I'm going with you for this long weekend / vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. Or then prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop just like last time. Oh, thank goodness. Okay then. Everyone see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. Ignore that. That is StormDragon's phone. That should have been silenced. I know. But not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. Gonna check something. Okay, 45 minutes. It's not long enough for an episode, but dog has to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, fellow dragons, I'm back. The dog has used the bathroom. Alright. Welcome. Oh. Hi, booze man. Evening. Am I the first customer tonight? I don't remember what voice I did for him, but I don't care. You are. That's new. Freya's not here. She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time, just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? Wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know? If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? Why are you glaring at me? It's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them are as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. I have to know when someone's about to try and mug me, you know. Tell you a lot of things. Whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now. Man. Now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate. With ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. Pretty sure that's outright what the name is. Yep. you go. Here you go. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. Only for special people and special drinks. Say, Cyrus, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Ooh, loaded question. I don't remember. Older than the majority of humanity. Old enough to open a coffee shop. Oh man. That whole older than the majority of humanity bit, that was in character as the dragon mascot. That's not in character as in-game. The character in the game is normal human age, I assume? I don't know. Oh man. I guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright. That's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder. What should I ask next? Hello, everyone. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look like shit. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do look like shit. What happened? You'd be better asking what didn't happen. Because the answer would be proper sleep. And decent progress on my draft. You need to rest. And miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company. Because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Espresso. Please. Please. Vetoed. I literally just had this conversation with Bailey's. Yeah, no. Here you go. What the hell, dude? This isn't even coffee. Drink. But this isn't what... Drink. It's free. Drink it. Okay. It's on the house. Better be. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. Got a lot of good advice. Also use things. Not a small number, mind you. Need to be rewritten. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. I'm gonna go my usual corner. Hello, thanks for your drink. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stay awake or not. She looks horrible. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight, and this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. Guess you should. Oh, hey Lua, that reminds me, I really should implement a no smoking policy. Not sure whether I should take it or not, though. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. You first. No, you first. I was just going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Cyrus. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. Here it is. Thank you. My grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up with my family. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking on any new jobs at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. It went well in the end. It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? I'll tell you this, but don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Cyrus, who's standing right in front of us? Not even Cyrus. Guys, Freya's still over in the... Oh, never mind, she's snoring. We're good. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. Wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired. Knowing that we were fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe? Or tiredness. Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Baileys, I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see? I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. But I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew? The girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you know? Attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you? Yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. Shit, I think I'm doing the vampire's voice a bit while trying to do Baileys. I don't remember what voices I did. It's been over 2 weeks or something since I recorded this. What are the odds? What are the odds indeed? When the vampire and werewolf you met are best friends with each other, pretty high. They both come here, What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys, I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family. And I know why that's very important to you. But Freya said something that hit me hard. What is it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family. When I actually want to do that anyway. For myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water, I guess. Sometimes. What should we do? Lua? Yes, Baileys? Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do, after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people sounds great. You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life that's the elven privilege. But it's not the perfect life without you. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lua, I will never blame you for anything. For talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It's made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, I believe in you. Aw, cute. Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. And I want you to come with me. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just... I'm not prepared to meet them. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races. They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow. But we can think about it. And anything else? Later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts. But now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. Huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Are Lua and Aqua roommates? That's cute. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Cyrus. Yes? We're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. We're off then. See you. Thank you for coming. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretended not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. What? It's not like that. Who the hell is texting me? This is a text message, so I'm gonna look at it. Ah. I'm going to silence this now. There we go. Sorry, I sent my boyfriend a short earlier about, that talks about, like, these two male swans have a bunch of babies. What happened was one of these swans tricked a female swan into mating with them, and then the two males drove the female away after the eggs were laid. It's like, I don't think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that the two males may have probably thanked their surrogate, and then happily took care of the babies. So I sent the clip and my impressions of the clip to the boyfriend, and he sent his reaction. Specifically, his exact words are, "Lol, humans make it out to be so much worse than it is." Anyway, back to this game. It's just that... yeah, it was cold. I'm sorry. It looked better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done, and I don't. Hi! Hi, Gala! Wasn't fast enough to double check the look. Shit. Hi, Gala. Oh shit. I had it open already. T-milk ginger. Rawr. Whoa! Freya, get over here. This wolf... is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Rawr! Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in fury like a normal customer. Trust me. He must have his reasons for coming here. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? Here you go, Gala. Here's your... What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is... this place survived. Thankfully, yes. It's a good thing Gala has self-control even in fury, apparently. But I think I'm gonna need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of this mess anyway. Good idea. Can you get back alright by yourself? I'll manage. Take care on your way back. You be careful too. I did unpause, right? Good. See you tomorrow? See you. Welcome. Hey, Cyrus. Good evening, Freya. You look cheerful today. And that's all thanks to you. What did I do? I finally got a good night's sleep last night. Like, I slept like a log. Proper 12 hours of closing my eyes and not thinking about anything. Good for you. You really needed that. I know. But I had the deadline coming. I've been pushing myself to finish this draft. A bit too much, I guess. So how's it going now? You won't believe this. I probably will. Boy, I woke up this afternoon. The words just flowed through me like water. And not forced crap like I've been writing recently. And that is why taking a break is important. Yeah. You don't need to start lecturing me now. So, what's your plan now? Now, as in right this moment? I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. And after that, I'll continue writing. Sounds like a solid plan. You know where the restroom is. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird. Coming from a coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of this place, just write it here. No, I can't do that. You have many customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? Won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? But... see, there's a customer coming right now. So don't worry about me. Oh. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this may be pushing it. Let him think. Freya. Cyrus. I'm truly sorry for what happened yesterday. Gala. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, gal. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? Do you want anything to drink, Freya? No? It's alright, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. accept it. At least it'll help me stop feeling guilty, at least a little. Alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you, something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make sugar and spice? The one with cinnamon? Yes. Cup of sugar and spice, please. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vices. Hey. Oh well, I won't complain. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Cyrus, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. To be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of emergency? The hospital was really packed yesterday. After that announcement? The one saying their replacement government-issued Fury sedative will be available soon. Releasing that news on the day of the full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came, asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready. It just said it was coming soon. You think people read the whole article? They only saw the headline or glanced at it at a news stop. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them, though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous is difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of the isolation rooms, of course. But I couldn't, so I rushed back to my apartment. But it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area. I managed to force myself to come to your place. That tiny bug on my screen. Cal, excuse me for asking this. Yes? But you didn't hurt anyone on your way here, right? As far as I remember, no. I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday. But I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone. As long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. And we can see the scars. Despite all of that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. You're not allowed allowed to be any amount of negative in customer service. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But if there's anything I can do to pay if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure, what are you having? Same as yesterday. Here's your special brew. Thank you. The drink that saved me. Once again, thank you for helping me find this drink. By the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? That's the plan. Has to be warm, though. I could use a vacuum flask, I suppose. Give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my next place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Whew. What the? Rachel? What's going on? Huh. What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella just to get in an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Cyrus, cafe latte, please. Go. Latte's ready. Thanks. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father. And he messaged me about coming beforehand. He said he was just going to wish me luck. So I told them to let him in, of course. He's still my father. were nice at first. Then my manager came, and... ugh. I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still out at the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever's on first, but there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So, you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After show press conference. Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you, but your manager's probably worked some of his influence too. So, why are you here? Ugh. Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet. I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages at a club in Belltown. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name. But I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out, but I really hope you don't. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties. But inviting an underage person to this party, that might be a bit too far. Welcome. Oh, meow. What the hell? Oh no. Dad! What? Rachel, is that Mr. Henry? Yes? Dad, what happened? Cyrus, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Meow. cup of steamed milk, I guess? Here. Aww. Thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody call an ambulance, please? They're already on the way. Contacted the hospital. I've also contacted our Nekomimi expert personally. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. Oh boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row? An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people can think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Well, I'm not one of your... I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. Hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place, then. Will do. That's some guy's butt. Welcome. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everyone's safe and sound tonight? So far, so good, officer. Where were you the last 2 days? Also, maybe quit smoking? Georgie, that reminds me. I really should implement a no-smoking rule in this, establishment. The cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in the coffee shop. I'm not so sure about that. Hey! I'm working right now. I just love multitasking is all, you know? That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why I say it requires skill. Anyway, Cyrus, I really need an espresso to keep me awake. There we go. Energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. You and your sense of humor. Espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer, plus I have the correct equipment for making them. Do you know how expensive espresso machines are? The answer is very. It is place for her. She thought she could make a better. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. Is there anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. What are you worried about? I'm meaning. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. Some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. It's as if the gods were telling me were trying to give me first-hand experience to use in my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case, I spoke to Gal about it. What? Oh, no, wrong thing. I'm just gonna look at things though. Are you going to arrest him? Some officers of the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. 'Cause he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some of the other people in the area. Without him, we have had a lot more problems. He helped a lot getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Whew! I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? Not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far. But you wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Oh, Rachel! Rachel? Is Mr. Henry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark. Let's see. Is there a specific dark? Yeah. Nope, that's... Boom. One melted chocolate bar. Thank you. Dad's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon. Thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. He's doing okay then? It will take a few days before he fully recovers. But no permanent injuries we need to worry about. That's good to hear. I know, but still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. But all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But it's okay for you to... Is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment. And I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. He's okay with that. He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what actually happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me. Some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course. So he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Oh boy. That's why it didn't take long for the cops to find them. Or no, the reason it didn't take the cops long to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa! How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys in locker room talk, right? Ugh, makes me sick. Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing, the dumbass bastards. And I was the topic of discussion. Ugh. So there's that. Sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The important thing now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. You should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to say to hear about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Think I've gained some of Georgie's weird mixed up accent. Hey, what's wrong with my accent? StormDragon doesn't know what to do for any of these people. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. Sorry. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Cyrus. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I gotta continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Overall, things are still safe around here. Even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see ya. Freya, are you ever gonna finish this book? Maybe. You going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would have never existed without this place. And you? And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. Am I almost at the end? Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. Or now I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. I think this is near done. Yeah, I think I might be able to get this done in this episode, maybe. 2 weeks later. Hello! You're finally here. Hey, y'all. Hi, Freya. Yo. Hey. So, someone's feeling happy today. Of course. Did they approved it? We're so happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god, oh my god. How'd they react to the draft? Surprisingly, they liked it. That's amazing. I know, right? Couldn't believe it either. They told me if the book sells well, they'd definitely sign me for a second book. I'm so happy for you. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it. With a feedback section every month. Sounds professional enough. Of course. They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been? It's been great. We've got a lot of new customers lately. And some old timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah. He brought us some gifts back. Didn't get any for me. I'm not sure. But he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. Last time I saw you was before your mini break. Yes, we decided to go to Couch. Wow. That event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours at the festival is enough for us. So, where'd you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah? I saw your profile picture, your new profile picture, Aqua. You both look so cute. Now I have to look. Aww. Oh man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No. That one was at Max. They had a Japanese style photo booth there. So I forced her to take a picture together. You were at Max too, Myrtle? Yeah. I helped her out a little bit with the booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, any of you heard from Neil? No? Not me. They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. What about the second? It's from New York. What? What are they doing in New York? Beats me. Working on their mission, maybe? Yeah, probably. It'd stand more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Oh, come on. So soon? We were here for hours before you arrived. And we need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks. See you, Cyrus. See you around. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if I seem like I'm ignoring you there, Baileys. No worries. I was looking at my phone. I don't really feel ignored at all. You by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yeah. She's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Wow, congrats! But I thought Lua lived with her flatmate. We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently. And her company is providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must be a really big deal in her office. Well, she definitely earns more than me. That's not saying much, Baileys. Well, you shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. Thought it would be done by... Honey, it's alright. Freya and Cyrus have been keeping me company anyway. Oh, hey Freya. And Cyrus. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great. Not as great as you two lovebirds. You told her already? Only about the moving in part. As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company provided the place, so... They want to cut my commuting cost as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. It means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh yeah, that too. It also means we get to visit this place more often. That's a good point. We go to this coffee shop a lot anyway. Don't mention it. I have a question for both of you. Go on. Last time we met, I believed you were going to introduce Bailey's to your parents. How'd it go? Man, her father didn't kill me, at least. Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know. I know. And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. Shit. I lost something kind of important. Give me a moment. Where'd it go? There it is. My back itches. I lost my back scratcher for a second. Oh. I thought I heard the dog behind me. Usually she sneaks up closer than that. Okay. It was a good start. It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Baileys, we need to go now. Or we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're going to watch the midnight screening of the Full Metal Conflict. I didn't take you for someone who likes the FMC, Lua. I don't, but this guy loves it. You always enjoy watching me play the game. I enjoyed watching you, not the game. I'm not into that genre. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Bailey's. She worked on the game. Really? Oh well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days. You probably will. Now go, you lovebirds. You know I missed the movie. Alright, catch up with you later, Freya. Bye, Cyrus. Enjoy the movie. There they go. So happy for them. They've still got a long way to go. And probably a lot of obstacles in their path. But they're moving forward. Yes. How will you write their story? As it is. It's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. Huh. That's one way to put it. Anyway. What's that look for? You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. How are they doing? You only skipped coming for 10 days. What do you expect? Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember? Well, there are some updates about the regulars. Tell me. Where should we start? We'll visit this place more often now that they live nearby. Last time they came in, they were talking about catering and venues. had returned from his trip to Korea and brought gifts. Some are more special than others. He said he'd be considering moving back to Seattle if the agency allows it. Aqua continues to work with the university. She's still working on his small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil. The only news is about their superhero breeding mission are on the postcards they sent me. Rachel's back to the recording studio preparing for her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made the news as a legend coming back to the industry. And finally, Freya has finished her book, got published and has had some signings. Major success. I was not fast enough reading that shit. Credits time. I can press a button at any time to skip the credits. Okay, I'm going to. I don't have the... none of us have the time for that, but the game is good. Oh, hey! Welcome. Okay, thanks to the watching Jellopocalypse and his friends play this, I know who this character is. The problem is figuring out how to do that. Hello, Cyrus. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Of course I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? It's been a while. You've changed a bit too much, and now you sound a little creepy. I've learned a lot how to live with your people since then. I assume it was a success then. Multiple successes. What's the new look then? Just trying to blend in. Seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not so long after your second visit here. Was he a bald guy in a suit? Yes. That fire agent. You've seen him? Yes. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me. So you finally noticed? To think that such power can be born from our kind. You're good with your act, though. It took a few tries. But there are some timelines where I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Interesting. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. Well, it happened a few times. First, when Freya told me about her meeting in the elevator. Then it was when the first time Rachel visited this place. And the last one involved you on your second visit. Huh. Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft approved. Can you show it to me? Assuming you know how I communicate with my kind. Never tried it, but let's see. That's the end of the game. There is technically more. But that's the secret ending. Y'all play the game if you want to. Y'all play the game yourself if you want to see the secret ending. So, also there is a sequel, and I believe they announced that there's going to be another sequel taking place in Japan, I think. Either a sequel or a spin-off. I will not. I own this. I own a copy of the sequel. I will not be recording the sequel because I want. I like the game. I want more of the game. So if I play the sequel, that's less people playing the game. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this series, fellow dragons. I'm not gonna record more of it, but I've got other visual novels that y'all can watch. Gonna do some Ace Attorney next, I think. Yeah, that's the current plan, is I'm gonna do some Ace Attorney next. So yeah, thank y'all for sticking around for these episodes. Bye, fellow dragons. See you next time.